Welcome once again to another Geek Culture Congress. One of your hosts is always Louis Speedy Jr. Gonzalez, accompanied by Rich Ortiz, Joey Franchise, Tarek Lewis. We are Geek Culture Congress. We talk everything geek, nerd, comic book, fantasy, sci-fi, and everything else in between here on the show. Pop culture references and everything, right, Tarek Lewis? We about as toxic about pop culture as Paramount is for Warner Brothers right now.
I don't like how you called me out like I'm the only one that said some shit. Like,
I had to punt it to somebody, and you were the first one I saw.
If we don't get any passes to Marvel, we know why.
yeah.
No, it's all good. Man, talking about Marvel, we got this these teasers that keep dropping. The latest
and the
one.
Russos spoke on that these trailers aren't really trailers.
Oh, yeah, no, they're teasers.
Deeper than rap. No, it's deeper than teasers.
Deeper than teasers.
It said
we're gonna
pay
get
attention.
into it all. Yeah, pay attention. So we're gonna get into it all. We're gonna talk Fallout. Interesting show. It's on Prime, and I'm enjoying it.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's
very
a
well
really
written.
good show. Me and Joey saw 28 years later the Bone Temple. We're gonna drop our spoiler-free reviews. Mine's already up, but we're gonna tell you.
I gotta do mine also on Primate.
Yeah, yes, and Primate. Yeah, you guys tell us about Primate.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
two movie reviews.
Do not spoil Primate because I'm definitely
really. Okay, I won't.
Well, no, you can. I mean, you can. I mean, I'm assuming how it's gonna end.
Then the big news, besides Paramount suing everybody for Warner Brothers, which is really weird. Actually, not weird. We'll get into that a little bit before we end the show. But also, Blade, the Blade movie, canceled.
Officially canceled.
Officially, yes.
Finally gave up.
Yeah, they finally gave up on it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna try and hopefully we will see Blade somewhere in some kind of Marvel project soon. But let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about this new teaser. This is what everybody wants us to talk about, right? Punisher, ex-Punisher U1C says, I don't care about Avengers Doomsday. Just give us X-Men. Just give us Kitty Pryde. Just give us Phantom X. Give us Summer. Give us
They're trying to go deep cut.
Give us Mystique, her wife Destiny. You want deep?
You ain't getting Phantom X, fam.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
That's in too deep, dog.
Yeah, we're going. That's
you'll be lucky you get that in X-Men '97.
yeah. Phantom X is deep cut. You know,
Yeah.
If Bob Iger green light, if Kevin Feige and Bob Iger green light Phantom X, they might lose their job.
Yeah. But I like the passion though. The passion's cool.
I love it. No, I love the passion.
Hey, maybe on a Disney television series. You know.
Yeah. Did he say show us Mystique's wife Destiny?
Yeah. He went deep, bro.
Damn.
That's deep cut. That's very deep cut.
Yeah, that's deep cut. Destiny's important. Destiny's the one who recruited Rogue into Mystique's League of Mutants or whatever it was, and then she became. Yeah,
I'm down for it.
Those Monet St. Croix. You definitely ain't getting that.
Yeah.
Not in this
live action. I don't know, but X-Men '97. Hell yeah, why not? Right?
Yeah, you might get it.
Yeah.
X-Men '97 for sure.
We'll see. It's technically Marvel. It's technically part of the same universe, right?
Yeah. Look how hyped we were off of a Sentinel's foot. Everybody was hype over
the
that.
Sentinel foot.
Sentinel shin. The shin.
That's all we got.
I mean, it also was James Marsden as Cyclops doing the Ultra.
Yeah. It was more about
the mean beam.
The meme.
No, it
was
the bean too.
Yeah,
James Marsden is aging well, by the way. I'm sure he watches this podcast all the time. And shout out to you, James Marsden, for whatever your skin regimen is.
Yeah,
for real.
Because
need those guys to sponsor.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Primate. Well, actually, Joey's gonna talk about Primate. And we're gonna listen. Quit talking about wait for Blockbuster. Come on, bro. Blockbuster to come back or the Blockbuster the character. I don't know. You gotta be more specific, bro. Too vague. Let's run it. let's run it since Marvel doesn't block anybody.
Nice.
Warner Brothers does.
No Marvel snipers.
Yeah, no Marvel snipers. They don't care. They just want you to. They just wants to talk about it.
So a
Great.
couple of things in this teaser.
Go ahead.
Of course.
Damn, bro, can we watch it first?
Yeah, you gotta tell us.
Yeah,
Bro.
he
Come on,
was-
bro. I paused it for you.
Hey, dude.
Tell us about the white balance. The white balance here was.
You know, the
Cinema-
horizon is a good foreshadowing of what's on the
The wind is
horizon.
blowing to the left.
Yeah. Yo, so real quick, pause it real quick. It looks
Okay.
like, well, if you can go back, I don't know if you can go back.
Yeah, I can.
It looks like, to me, she looked closer to the, not all the way to the beginning. It looks
Sorry.
closer to the Jaguar costume that
Yeah,
Killmonger was wearing.
yeah,
Then it
quite
does-
possibly.
The traditional Black Panther joint.
And she stepped with the left foot first, which means she's not on the right path. You know what I mean?
I've
Wow.
lost
Yeah,
everyone.
doesn't that look more like a
that matters
Jaguar
to
than
me.
a Panther?
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know, her spiritual journey was through Killmonger. It wasn't. That's who she saw.
That's true.
T'Challa saw the ancestors. She saw Killmonger.
That's
So,
true. That's true. That's a
I
good
wonder if
insight.
she's a little more militant.
She's
Yeah.
out. Yeah,
I'm
she's out for
feeling-
vengeance. She's out for blood.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the insight. Yeah. Oh, I had to fix the scene there. All right, let's
Normally
continue.
everybody with the COVID
It's
mask.
short, guys. It's
The
short.
king has his
I like
duties.
this. Like this is kind of like showing a little bit of that like ancient Egypt kind of thing. You know?
Oh, ancient
Yeah, it
Misr.
looks
Yeah,
very.
like,
It looks
you know,
very. Yeah, it
It
looks
doesn't
very.
look like they're in, and maybe
It's
they're
like
in.
Dune.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like.
I can never say the name of the city, the ancient Mayan city, Tenochtitlan. I can never say it. So
To know,
I don't-
Tenochtitlan.
Yeah.
Could be there. Yeah, sure. Why not?
because that's their
Did it dry up? It had to have dried up.
Yeah, it's wild though.
yeah.
It's all desert. It's crazy. All right, let's keep watching.
The king has his duties to prepare our people for the afterlife.
So, what king is she talking about? She talking about M'Baku? She talking
Well,
about?
Well, Baku's the
Um,
king.
yeah,
Baku, yeah,
that's
he
the
running.
technical-
He running
What is she
Wakanda.
talking
right?
about? She talking about? I want to call him Submariner, but what do they call
Namor.
it? Namor, yeah.
Maybe. Maybe
Kandu,
both.
you know.
Maybe both.
I have mine.
The Kurukan.
King M'Baku of Wakanda.
Then, Yancey Street between Broome and Grand.
Yeah, that's a dope moment.
That was very good.
It was cool.
It was very good because it again you really have to pick apart. They really left room for us to like pick apart that entire scene.
Yeah.
I think I like Tarek's observation of that being Namor's home, and I'm assuming that it dried up in some way because of Doom. I don't know. It just raises a lot of questions, raises a lot of eyebrows, and it goes back to the Russos immediately after dropping the trailer. They put on their caption actually like, "Hey, this has been we've been doing this for 4 weeks, and just know these are not like teasers. These are like actual. This is like actual stuff going on, and just pay attention. Like." Really like laser focus in to see what's going on. But to me, out of the 4 trailers, the X-Men one obviously is the top one. This is right behind it. Just that interaction between the Wakandans and the Fantastic Four, I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this one is probably one of the most important, only because we understand that the Fantastic Four is in a totally different dimension than everybody in the 616.
Yes.
So it's like we already seen that one scene where we see the ship coming in at the end of the Thunderbolts, and now it's like, all right, well, how did they get there? Like that's the biggest question. It's like, how did they get there? So I think I think this leaves us with more questions. Not even just, all right, well, why are they in that same dimension? It's like, why are they only meeting with him? Why is the Fantastic Four going to Wakanda? And I'm guessing it's because Wakanda is probably the most technologically advanced out of everywhere in the world, and they got to go there for a reason.
They might not be in Wakanda. They might be in in
In Namor's spot.
Namor's spot.
Yeah.
That apparently something happened, so it's because they're very
I'm
rich.
I'm going with I'm going with that I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm going with I had a little brain fart there. I'm going with Doom is doing something. I still like the idea of Doom being focused on children, on like taking certain children. And maybe at some point he's like wants the new T'Challa.
Yeah.
That child who we got introduced to in the previous Wakanda Forever.
Or does Namor have kids and he's stealing his kids?
And that's my question. I was like, man, in the comic book, I don't think Namor ever has kids.
I don't remember.
I don't think Namor ever has.
But he does. Doesn't he have it? Or Sue Storm have an affair with him?
Yeah, they gotta definitely have a thing. Definitely have a thing.
Change the background music.
Yeah, I don't know.
Boyfriend number 2.
yeah, they definitely have a thing in there. But I do like that they. Well, it seems they like to do these trailers.
This guy.
They like to do these trailers, or teaser trailers. Well, teasers now because of what Feige is saying.
Yeah.
To confuse us and to get us to talk.
True.
I think this one's going to get us to talk more. I agree with I agree with Joey and Richie. Like, this is going to get us to talk more because it's like, how did the Fantastic Four get into this universe? And it seemed like Black Panther was always in the 616. Mm-hmm. How do they get in there? We saw the Thunderbolts thing.
Yeah.
But that was just like a video that they saw. Like, how does this all intertwine? It's going to get us to talk more. I don't know if like the hype for Fantastic Four, because I was first introduced to Black Panther out of first my blackness. Secondly, like Fantastic Four cartoons and whatnot. That's where he always showed up in cartoons back in the day. So I don't know if they're trying to like give an ode to that. I don't know if that's as much as a payoff as just seeing Namor and Shuri and M'Baku as the king now, So and there's always that thing too of like, when is M'Baku going to become the villain? Because in the comic books, he's the villain. And there's no more Angela Bassett, in these films. Well, who knows? But yeah, this was a dope one. I'm gonna go, and maybe personal preference, the X-Men one, number 1.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
I actually
people are still talking about the X-Men one.
I actually like Thor's one as number 2.
Okay,
really? And I know that's weird. And then the Wakanda Forever, or the Black Panther, or wherever we're calling it.
So Captain America was just trash. It was just
it wasn't trash. It's just I don't think he's going to be Captain America anymore.
Well, I think the thing with Captain America is we didn't expect him to be back. So I think that one holds a little bit of power just because of that in itself.
Okay.
But all of the other teasers have been exactly that, teasers. I feel like those have been prologues as to what's going on. You got Steve Rogers with his kid. You have the ones that we've saw the first couple of months. But these last two, the one with the X-Men and the one with Black Panther and M'Baku, Namor, and all them, those are the only 2 teasers that actually, or they could be okie doking us again, that look like they've been giving us actual footage from the movie and giving us a little bit into the plot a little bit. So right now, we know something happens to Cyclops, and we also know that something happens with that Fantastic Four where they have to meet up with Shuri and Namor somehow. So,
the funny thing about that is, like, the cool thing about what we saw with the interaction between the Wakandans and the Fantastic Four is like the fact that we saw that picture, that leaked set photo picture of everybody on the Fantastic Four ship. So here's how we do it. We get Fantastic Four in the post-credit scene of Thunderbolts, where, the Thunderbolts see that their ship is coming, into Earth. And now we know that ship landing in Thunderbolts lands in Wakanda. Right. And and now the Avengers, the new Avengers, are headed over to Wakanda to see what the hell is going on, and that's how everybody just starts kind of connecting, and that's where we got that leaked set photo like months ago of everybody, and we saw the what's his name? What's the character? The evil Captain America? Secret
Nomad?
Hydra.
No,
Hydra Cap.
no, not the Hydra Cap. It's this. It's
U.S. agent.
U.S. agent.
You're talking about the discount Captain America.
Yeah, the U.S. agent. So U.S. agent was on.
The Captain America.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the Thunderbolts one?
The Thunderbolt guy.
Yeah, because he was in that that photo. It was him. Shuri was in there. I think Ben Grimm and I forgot who else. But yeah, now we know that the Avengers go to Wakanda. The new Avengers go to Wakanda, or the Thunderbolts go to Wakanda to see what the hell's going on, and then the Wakandans meet the Fantastic Four. Now that's how everybody kind of connects for the first time.
Shout out to Quid Pro Quo. He says Doom has a past with vibranium and the Wakandans.
And now that makes sense. Now, thank you for sharing that. This is why I love when we interact with our viewers, because now it makes more sense as to why Doom is there and why Namor's whole home is dried up, because he also had vibranium down there as well in Atlantis.
Oh,
yeah.
Or not Atlantis, Tenochtitlan or whatever.
Doom would be using vibranium power
Aquaman.
devices he uses to travel the multiverses.
Oh, maybe he needs it.
Yeah. Listen, the ultimate. What do you think would be the ultimate drop? The ultimate drop to me would be if they bring back Jonathan Majors as Kang.
I think that'd be awesome.
That would be the ultimate drop. That would be the ultimate. You definitely have to come see this. I think we'll see a Spider-Man something at some point. I would like to think we're going to get something for the Super Bowl.
I don't know.
No, they were definitely getting it. We're definitely getting it for the Super Bowl.
Spider-Man's trailer before we're going to get the Spider-Man movie before Avengers and Doomsday. So
my thing is they drop Spider-Man during the AFC or NFC Championship.
Maybe.
And then Super Bowl, we get. I mean, they're probably gonna play it again in Super Bowl, but also we'll get Avengers in Super Bowl.
Maybe both.
But look how we're talking about Marvel again, man. Marvel's keeping it hype.
Yeah. Honestly, Avengers is gonna make a billy, even if the movie sucks. At this point,
I like where Cliff's at. He said he hopes for Jonathan Majors' return too, but only to get his spine ripped from Doom. That would be a wild.
That'd be good.
That'd be cool. But I mean, we're supposed to get that. Yeah, we're supposed to get that spine rip from Thanos, which is supposed to be like an exhibition of his power. But you could kind of do the same thing if you did do that with Jonathan Majors. But I'm pretty sure Jonathan Majors, I mean, not Jonathan Majors, but that Kang is supposed to be integral into why he could dimensionally travel between worlds.
There's rumored a teaser trailer with Doom where it begins him walking around the bodies of the Council of Kangs. And he already murked them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I rewatched Fantastic Four the other day.
Really?
And much better than I thought. I mean, not as action packed as someone wanted superhero movies to be, but I'm not gonna review it again. But anyway, seeing Doom with Franklin Richards was very chilling after seeing the teasers. Okay. It was like kind of like, oh, yo, this is gonna be serious.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have a hot take here.
Go ahead.
Doom is one of the most overrated villains.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well,
he has magic and armor and all. I'm like, yeah, but he's not instinctually powerful.
Well, I think
other accoutrements.
Go ahead, finish, because I want to say it right after.
To make him powerful, to make him more scary, and because he's as smart or close to being as smart as Reed Richards, but like Magneto's just powerful. Thanos is just powerful. Apocalypse is just powerful.
Right.
So, but it's just we have to It seems like a thing to make Doom this strong character because Fantastic Four is so popular. That's why.
I think the whole thing is that Reed Richards is supposed to kind of make his way into being the leader of the Avengers because he's now the smartest person because Tony Stark is no longer around. So I think the whole thing is that the reason why Doom is so powerful is because he is supposed to rival and be as smart as Reed Richards. And then you add in the magic and interdimensional travel, and then that's supposed to be making him the strongest, not just person, but not just villain, but person in the
Right.
dimension.
I think Doom's in his inception, he's had his like quirky like tripped up moments where he loses, an engagement with a hero or wherever he's battling, prior to the first Secret Wars, you know. And then then that Secret Wars, he does that happens in that story, and then he does a okey doke and gets the Beyonder's power. You know what I mean? And that's the first time me reading a comic, and I could be wrong if there was a little bit more serious stories about Doom before that, but that was the first time that I said, "Oh, okay, he's a real player." You know what I mean? When I read that story, when I was young. But Doom had a bunch of moments kind of similar to the way Kang that got defeated in the Ant-Man movie. You know what I mean? Like simple
Yeah.
trip ups, losing to Spider-Man or somebody who normally wouldn't even be in his power set. You know what I mean? But after that Secret Wars, he's kind of evolved to this. He does magic. He's a magic user as well. Plus the super intelligence and the technology that he uses to be a big threat.
Yeah, I think yeah, Doom and Kang are both problems for me as villains. But I'm biased because I always thought the X Men had the best villains because they have innate abilities, and Mister Sinister is probably like a Family Dollar Doctor Doom. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Like,
god.
but like it's hard to go down from Thanos, which I
Very
get.
hard.
And Galactus is hard to somebody like Galactus is hard to encompass in a film because
Right.
he's just
Well,
a
they did it.
giant.
They
Yeah,
did it though.
they did it. They did it,
Yeah.
and it turned out okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's solid. He's gonna come back, so it's not like
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
just think Doom is such a. I think they're blowing up Doom. Where
Mm.
like in my mind, if the X Men have dealt with Apocalypse, dealing with Doom is like, oh, this is just a guy in armor who knows some magic. We've done this for years.
Mm.
And then the street level is Kingpin. Street level is probably the top street level. Kingpin is probably the top street level villain
Definitely.
in my mind.
Definitely right now. Definitely in the
Is
storyline.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's Kingpin. But we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But
If they do bring back Kang, I hope they leave it as a surprise and not give us a teaser like Kang will return. I think it should be like we don't hear anything about it. Scene of the movie is like Kang versus Doom or the League of Kangs versus Doom, and then it just showing how powerful Doom is. Because that would be not only the perfect way to exhibit his power, but a good way to kill off the Kangs and just show how powerful Doom is.
yeah, they have to exhibit how powerful Doom is.
Yeah.
I don't think the Fantastic Four movie didn't do a great job of exhibiting exactly how smart Reed Richards was in that situation because he couldn't figure things out. And Sue was kind of the lead, in my opinion. She was the kind of one that like saved the day. Well, they all did. In rewatching it, they all saved the day. But when you have like a Reed Richards and then a Tony Stark, you gotta, and then you have David Banner too. If that happens, you gotta say like who's the smartest.
Hmm.
You got Scott Lang, not Scott Lang, but Henry Pym.
Henry Pym, but I think he passed away already. And as far as like not the actor, but the character, right?
He hasn't passed
No,
away
he's
yet.
not dead
Oh,
yet.
did he
So?
die or died off?
No, he's not dead yet.
Oh, okay.
Yo, Speedy
Oh.
killed him off.
I guess.
Yeah, you trying to kill him off?
Mania. Yeah, he went at the.
Hey, why you hate Michael
Spoiler
Douglas, bro?
alert.
I hate Michael Douglas, bro. I didn't kill him.
Why do you hate Mike
Okay.
Douglas, dude?
Question. Who will be the MCU Beyonder? Meaning, whose power will he steal to push him over the edge? That's our
You know,
I
it'd be
think-
fun. You know, it'd be funny if the Jonathan Majors thing is whatever they do the Kang kill off in the beginning, but Secret Wars Beyonder, and it's Jonathan Majors,
Maybe.
or from what all the little rumors rolling around, Coleman Domingo filling in that role. So who knows?
maybe.
Maybe they
And,
don't touch. Maybe
there-
they don't do the Kang thing. Maybe they just do Beyonder, and Coleman Domingo plays Beyonder.
Yo, there is, and did you guys see the rumor of who is supposed to play the Beyonder?
I did not.
This is just a rumor, but they're saying Henry Cavill could be the Beyonder, and then I saw another rumor around there saying that it could be Keanu Reeves.
I think I heard the Keanu Reeves one, and I was hyped about that.
Yeah, I kind of want to see Henry Cavill though. It would be kind of dope to see that.
The Cavalrine.
I want
I
to
don't
see
know, they kinda
Cavill
use
in
him
a
in the
bigger
comic book.
role in
Yeah.
Marvel. That's the only reason I don't want him to be the Beyonder, because I
don't
kind of
think
want him to be somebody else, and I don't know who that can be. But
They kind of already used him in a cameo. You know what I mean? For fun.
yeah,
I don't know.
are we going to
like
see the Guardians in this?
I don't
That's
think-
a really good
maybe
question.
Not, but I think we'll definitely
Maybe
get,
Star-Lord.
I think Star-Lord. I think Star-Lord is like a great grandson of Captain America. Somehow in a weird way.
Well,
Oh
you know-
yeah.
you know from the 50s, right, Speedy? Like,
Yeah.
he wasn't born in like 1842. He don't have to be a great grandson.
Well, I don't know. At least two greats.
Well, I mean, you got, like
At
you
least
know,
two or
like
three.
well, now we know that Peggy Carter had 2 kids from Winter Soldier, and then
Yeah.
Cap went back in time, and then you see him holding the kid in the teaser trailer. So where's the other kid? And what if that is a distant, Rogers child?
Maybe.
He got Rogers blood in him.
Maybe.
Actually, he can't. We're bugging. What are we talking about? His dad was the goddamn was Ego.
Yeah. Well, no, on the mother's side.
Yeah, his father was Ego. Yeah,
I'm talking about on the mother's side.
On the mother's side.
Yes.
Wow. Damn. Okay.
Yes. But who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do?
yeah. The 1950s aren't as far along the way it goes. You think it is?
At least
I
Knowing
do
the
gotta
MCU,
say
they
though,
probably do something like that.
I do gotta say though too, they've already debunked saying that they're not gonna explain why Doctor Doom looks like Tony Stark in the first movie. That's going to be probably revealed during not Secret Wars.
Doomsday.
Not Doomsday, Secret Wars though. Yeah, that I had it right the first time.
Yeah. It's just a lot of conjecture, man. And Marvel is great at this.
Mm-hmm.
They're great at this. Listen, we're not conjecturing about Green Lantern. We're conjecturing about Marvel. And they do a great job of this. Kudos to them.
Let's get to the other little Marvel tidbit rumor. I guess it was shared a cancellation rumor for the Blade movie, which we're all upset about.
Very.
Mahershala Ali would play, of course, the titular character here. He kind of did a little teaser at the end of Eternals that we never got a quite payoff for, that Rich Ortiz has told us many, many times.
They'll do something slick to like, swing around that.
So Jeff Snyder said that Blade was dead. At least the movie was. He heard that Blade was dead, and now it's going to be an ensemble movie, a Midnight Suns movie. So he'll be introducing an ensemble movie.
It's not bad.
I'm
not mad at
What do
that.
you guys
If you
think
can't,
about
don't force the Blade situation.
This is
Wesley Snipes was great in the first two Blades. The third one wasn't good at all, actually. But I enjoyed the Wesley Snipes version of Blades. You've had good Blade stories. It existed in its own universe. And yeah, dude, don't force it. If you can't crack the code and really know how to introduce vampires, don't do it, because we're already got a lot of crazy stuff that's about to pop off, like after Avengers Doomsday, and then we're gonna start getting X-Men, and then you can like start slowly introducing all those more supernatural characters, and then getting a Blade. I think doing the Midnight Suns is perfect, because then you can incorporate him with Doctor Strange. You can bring Ghost Rider in the mix. You can introduce and bring back Moon Knight. You can introduce all these like cool supernatural characters.
Cloak and Dagger
by anchoring, by anchoring it through a Doctor Strange, who everybody's already familiar with.
Yeah, and apparently the Scoopers are all fighting with each other, saying that the Blade movie isn't really canceled, it is canceled. I don't know what's gonna happen. But
I personally think there's going to be a Blade movie. They're just, let's introduce him a little differently than what we thought.
Right.
And introduce him in Midnight Suns. Because I think Moon Knight, I think it was good enough, popular enough, to intertwine those things. I mean, what was it? Oh, I can't. I'm saying this name wrong. Werewolf at Night. Was it Werewolf at Night?
Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night. That was really good. Some people might have forgotten that, but I'm one of the few Eternals fans, and I think there's a way to intertwine those things where you can do the shows, and I think Blade is more a setup for shows. I don't think it should be a Blade show. What I'm saying is there should probably be another Moon Knight season and not a Moon Knight movie. And then you do a Midnight Suns joint with Doctor Strange, because we don't know where Doctor Strange is going to be. We might get a teaser saying Doctor Strange will return, and
well, we haven't got that.
We haven't gotten that yet, so we may see something like that.
Right.
And all the stuff with Wanda, and we haven't seen Man Thing, and all these things that are on that supernatural side are probably a better setup for Blade, because Blade was the one of the 2 or 3 big props for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even though it wasn't in it. But I would say Blade, Spider-Man, X-Men were the stands that Marvel Cinematic Universe is standing on. So give it a little time.
Just to play devil's advocate, could they be saying that the Blade project with Mahershala Ali is the one that's dead, and maybe Wesley Snipes really just devoted his spot back?
Wow.
That'd be crazy.
I love Wesley Snipes, but he's got to be at least 62 years old at this point.
And my man's still getting it.
He's still getting it, dog.
Don't talk about it, motherfucker.
Yeah, I won't pull up on him. Yeah, but Wesley Snipes is 63 years old.
Something tells me Blade is still in the cards, whether it's in a team-up movie or it's just a different person playing Blade. I think that the original project and the ideas that they had are just changed. I think you'll eventually see Blade, but just in a different capacity than what we thought it was going to be.
I think you're going to see Blade in a series, man. I really do. Or you're going to see him and they're going to develop that world with even Jessica Jones, and I saw some things about Luke Cage today. They're going to develop it in that lower level. I hate to say it lower level, but street level world. It's going to be a little more developed. Now, I don't want to see Daredevil fighting vampires, or mystery beings. I don't want to see that, but I think it's going to be more developed in that world. So I don't necessarily want to see, like, I was introduced to Blade by the 90s animation with Spider-Man,
right,
and with Morbius, and all that was cool. But I think that should be a separate thing, and it should just maybe be hints at it. I don't know.
I think wasn't Blade introduced in a Tomb of Dracula comic book? What was his first appearance? It was a Dracula comic book.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Dracula.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be cool. They did their own Marvel version of Dracula.
I don't want to see that.
No,
Let's get the
No,
zombie
they did
before
that.
we
They did
get
that.
Dracula, bro.
They did that in the third Blade Trinity movie,
Yeah,
and it was terrible.
yeah. It was
They
terrible.
They
butchered.
could fix
It's
it.
like, who are you gonna fight after that?
They could fix it.
My man murked
more-
Blade
Dracula,
was
and
dope. Blade was dope as Moon Knight in the
the Marvel Zombies third.
Marvel
joint?
Zombies. Yeah.
That was cool. Well, that was interesting. We still got that. Like, hey, we're still working on Blade. We're still trying to figure it out. But
I think they got to cancel at this point. I think it's a good idea. Cancel it,
I think they got too
introduce
many.
him somewhere else, and see what the interest is, and then move forward from there.
Yeah,
I think there's gonna be a lot of Ghost Rider interest. You know, I hate to say it as a black man, it might be more Ghost Rider interest than Blade.
I don't know about that. Blade was their first foray in selling turning their IP into a movie, Marvel. You know what I
I
mean?
know, but I'm just you don't think
means a lot
Ghost
to them.
Rider gets more interest than Blade?
Wasn't Kevin Feige the producer on the Blade movies too? Let's see.
I don't know.
Blade.
That would be a fun fact. I didn't know that either.
Because
I don't
think
know.
I know he was producer on the X-Men movies for Fox.
Yes.
Let's see. Bring Wesley Snipes, producer. No, it was Peter Frankfurt and Robert Engelman.
Yeah.
Were the producers on the first Blade. Then later.
Kevin Feige was probably a gaffer on there. He's probably doing lights.
Probably some lights. Picking up coffee. Yeah, Nick Cage is, but he's just voicing the character. I don't think that's it is a live action kind of, right? The Noir project, right?
the Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah, no Noir.
Yeah, he's doing the voice.
Is he just voicing it? He's not playing, like taking the mask off.
I could have sworn it was a live action, just like a lot of CGI.
Yeah,
It's true.
a
Quick,
movie or a series?
Quick is coming with the info today. He
I
said
know.
Nick Cage is already
Yeah, that's what we're
playing Spider-Man Noir. Therefore, they have to recast Ghost Rider.
Not necessarily. Not in the multiverse.
No,
I have to give him
I
his
think he
flowers.
probably
in the
should,
multiverse
though.
story.
I don't think this is. It's not connected to anything like that's going on MCU wise.
All right, that's true. That is true. But Sony apparently is open now to letting Marvel use Spider-Man characters in projects. Allegedly, another rumor. Because they abandoned their Spider-Man universe mashup weird thing.
Yeah,
that
because
they
it was
had going on.
trash.
They just see how much money they're making, and they're like, you know what? We need to get on this.
Yeah, let's make
Yeah,
more
it's
time.
like what we're gonna do next? A chameleon movie?
That's what they're
But-
doing.
but also-
a Scorpion. We're gonna do a Scorpion movie. Nobody want to see that shit.
No.
Well, also, you have to understand the leverage that Sony has. That Sony's pretty much like, oh, you want Venom? You want Morbius? You want all these people? You want
Nobody
Scorpion?
asked for Morbius.
You want Craven? You want all these people?
Nobody asked for any of that. The only thing that was actually like, okay, I'll see this Venom. But even that was just kind of like, all right, well, where's Peter Parker at? Like,
Yeah, like Venom's not dope without Spider-Man.
none of these guys are dope without Spider-Man. There's not one interesting villain that can carry its own movie
Nope.
outside of the joke. Outside of
Everything's
Joker,
attached to
Joker
Spider-Man
can
in some way.
Joker
Kingpin.
can carry
Without
his
that
own
attachment is
movie.
not interesting.
I thought about Kingpin. I don't even think Kingpin is interesting enough to do that. Maybe on a series, like on some Penguin type shit, but like because it's mob related.
Yeah,
But not a movie, dude. Like you're not getting butts in seats, bro.
Yeah.
Like Joker did it
yeah.
Once.
Kingpin's life is basically a
once.
big-
The second one,
The
they
second
they
one,
got force fed that second one, man. That was
The second one was weird.
Well, listen, the Sony characters, Spider-Woman, obviously, Prodigy,
That's not happening.
Steel Spider,
Oh, that's
Not
amazing.
happening. Let
Not
it
happening.
go.
Nah, but you still got a lot. You still got a lot. Ricochet, Flash Thompson, Spider Girl,
Silver
Silver
Sable.
Sable,
Yeah.
Yo,
Dust.
you were saying like the most B level. You're saying everybody else talking about NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and you're talking to us about Old Town.
Except for one, Black Cat,
Hey, Old Town's still
which
performing, baby.
you still gotta wait for Black Cat.
Old Town doing
And
festivals still.
honestly, man, like, and this is just me because Carnage is one of my favorite villains of any villain in
Yeah, but
any.
they
They
dropped the
did
ball on
him
that one.
dirty in Venom. Like
Yeah,
they took him
they
out
had the
way too
perfect
early.
cast. They had the perfect casting and everything, and they
And
nailed it in.
I hopefully they bring Carnage back in some capacity or the symbiotes, obviously with Venom and everything like that.
Yeah.
But you're
I,
still talking about there's still a lot of people in the Sony universe that you could use for Spider-Man.
oh yeah, definitely. I
Well,
think they're gonna do this Agent Venom idea later on as we get past Secret Wars and stuff like that. I think that's definitely happening because it's a different, you know, different of what the Venom we already got. You know what I mean?
I think what they just need to focus on putting Venom in the MCU. Let Spider-Man get the symbiote in Secret Wars, comic
Yeah.
book style, and then
yeah,
build through the next 2 Spider-Man movies.
Listen,
And honestly, take a page out of the Spider-Man games, bro. Like the way they did Spider-Man 2, where Harry Osborn has the symbiote because he's like sick or something like that, and his
Yeah.
dad was like experimenting with it. I think that was a really cool way to, introduce or give Spider-Man the symbiote and like kind of introduce Venom in a cool new like modern way. So I mean, take a page out of that. I thought like the story for the Spider-Man games have been really good.
yeah. I mean, they
That's true.
did Negative Man or whatever he was,
Yeah, Mr. Negative.
Mr. Negative. They did him dope.
And he was not even like, he ain't no popular character. He's like a new character,
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah,
a new villain.
yeah.
And he was
You also-
And all
Some-
these people. They
you
do
also
them
mentioned
well
Harry.
in certain instances, but
You mentioned Harry Osborn. Another rumor going around. They're saying that Joe Keery, the guy that played Steve
Stranger
Harrington in
Things.
Stranger Things, they said that he is rumored and right now in talks to play Harry Osborn, or that's who they're looking like. I don't know if that's like a fan casting, but that's been in the news within the last 2 days.
well,
I saw that.
that guy is going to get something because of Stranger Things.
He's definitely getting something in the MCU, and that's
Yeah.
a confirmed thing.
yeah.
Quip Pro Crow says Disney said Venom will not be a cannibal, like he won't eat people. I'm sure that would kind of be hard for them.
They'll let it go.
Yeah.
If they're letting Deadpool do what he did, they'll
Let's
definitely
show-
let.
Let's
I don't
talk
think. I
about a
mean, I
movie.
don't. It's not. It's not.
You don't have to
integral.
show it. Like you don't have to
Yeah.
like. That's what
It's
the
not-
Sony movies didn't really show it.
But
Yeah.
let's
It's not
talk about a
integral to
movie.
me that he eats people. You
Let's
know
talk
what I mean?
about a movie where they actually do eat people. Yes, 20
Yeah.
years later, The Bone Temple.
I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for y'all. Hear
It
what
is
y'all have
out
to
this
say.
Yo.
weekend. Me and Joey got to see it yesterday.
Is there a lot of frontal male nudity in this?
There is so
Bruh.
much frontal nail nudity that you will look at yourself in the mirror and be like, "What's wrong? What's up?"
Yeah. Yo.
And that's just the straight up truth. My wife was like,
Oh
"What's
my
wrong with
God.
you? Why are you looking at yourself in the mirror?" I was like, "I just don't have I don't have zombie package.
So there's just mad penis in
I
this
don't
movie.
have zombie package."
Oh man.
I mean, it's not mad peen. It's definitely
it's it's not
it's
like
one
it's very-
it's just one Mandingo zombie running around.
It's very
Oh,
placid.
my goodness,
very
dog.
placid. Like a Greek art session.
His name Samson.
Yes.
Yo.
You trying to say zombies is packing?
Yo.
Yo,
you
pause,
had to-
bro. But man,
Yo, you had to, you know what's crazy is a some
zombie was outside, bro.
Yes.
poor casting director had to cast that. Hey, listen, we need this many inches and above. So like, if you don't have it, don't put yourself on tape.
The only reason why I ask is because I watched 28 Years Later,
Uh-huh.
and this is the same zombie in that one, the
Yeah.
Alpha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and My
He's
man's
got a
dick was
spotlight
out the
on
whole time.
him.
Yeah, that was a bit much in
Samson
many
and
ways.
his penis have a spotlight on him in this movie. Okay.
Yeah, it was too much. So
It'll
y'all got-
probably land him an award.
It probably will.
I don't know where, but he'll definitely somebody gonna.
It
give
might
him
not be an Oscar, but he'll get an award from
but-
some females.
He'll
out
be
there.
here. He'll be here in
But-
Tampa for the adult entertainment award.
But placid penises aside, the movie is really good.
Very, very good.
Very, very good. Okay. Definitely, you cannot on ramp with this movie though. You have to see 28 Years Later. Definitely. I
Gotcha.
think that is.
That's a good starting point because when you
Yes.
watch the other one, I mean, maybe the first one, 28 weeks later,
Maybe, but
just
you
for
don't even need those, really.
some connective tissue at some
If you want
throughout
to.
there's some connective tissue in this movie between that and the first one. The
Right.
second
Okay.
one is kind of obsolete.
Mhm.
You don't really need to watch the second one.
Yeah, second one was
Um,
alright. Which I do enjoy the second one though, but
I didn't really like the second one. I wasn't a fan of
okay.
it.
So
That the Jeremy
um,
Renner
I think
one?
it's maybe
days
because I
later,
saw that one.
I think
first.
no,
28
I
days
think
later.
I thought Idris Elba was it Idris Elba in that one?
Yeah,
the second
Idris
one?
Elba was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 28 days, 28 weeks, 28 years, and then
28 days. 28 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So watch 28 days for connective tissue for this movie. So I'd say 28 days and 28 years, and then you'll be good watching this one.
Right.
No,
the
this-
penis is the connective tissue between the 28.
Listen, man, I'm done with the penis talk.
Yeah,
Listen,
so-
Trying to get,
Talk
I
about
had
the
to get
movie,
that
Joey.
joke out. My
So
comedian
is
was
this-
out. It's
Is
like,
this
we need to
a
get that joke out.
is this a prequel or is this
No, it's a continuation.
it's a
of
continuation
28
of
later.
28 years.
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
So
Continue- like-
I'm just I don't want too many spoilers. I'm gonna watch it.
Mhm.
Is this follows the kid?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
'Cause at the end of 28 years later, the kid goes on and encounters some other group. It's very Walking Dead-ish
You'll see.
to me.
Without us spoiling it. It does have some Walking Dead qualities, but these the 28 years infected, should I say, they just operate different. You know what I mean? It's they're just there's more of a viciousness to them. You know what I mean? And definitely in Samsung and the alpha ones that they encounter there's a cunning to them. You know what I mean? And as you go through the plot of this movie and as it develops, it goes into a little bit of, without me spoiling it, the science of it. So you'll kind of appreciate the outbreak of it. You know what I mean? And I don't know, Joey. I mean, how did you like the movies? From start to finish.
I thought it was very good. Obviously, after 28 years later, the ending, they run into the Jimmy Colt.
Yeah, I call them the zombie Power Rangers.
Yeah, the zombie Power
We,
Rangers.
we thought they were cool, but
The-
without spoiling it, I don't even want to spoil it.
But I thought, man, I thought it was cool. I mean, I literally just walked in when the movie had started, and they were like trying to jump Spike into the gang, which is pretty much what they were doing at the end of the first one, at the end of the last one.
Right.
I gotta say, like, the story was really good. I was engaged the entire time, and a lot of it had to do with the performances from Ralph Fiennes, who honestly, bro, he bodied. It was like
incredible.
I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was very
the poster
poetic. It was so
that's
poetic.
That's
everything.
what they call that, the climax of the
Yeah.
movie. That scene, that picture right there.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
the climax of the
of the movie right there.
Mm.
And where he goes to get there is such a smart and cunning way. You know what I mean?
Oh, Stevie, you're about to spoil.
No,
I
I'm not
can
gonna
already
spoil it.
tell.
No,
To
we're not
deal with
spoiling.
something. It's such a smart and cunning way to deal with something that you're gonna be like, wow. You're just gonna be like,
It gives a lot of. It gives more context to those side characters.
yeah,
Aaron Taylor Johnson's character and old girl were the main character, and Spike were like the main character. The family was the main character in the last one, and 28 years later. This one, you're getting the sidebar characters that you kind of were curious about. Why is why is this doctor infatuated with this Samson man who's just running around naked with his schlong just swinging around. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Bro, you said you were done talking about
You're
dick.
talking about it. You're still talking about the salon, bro.
I'm gonna switch
like-
it to the doctor. Like, well, yeah, I was curious, Joey,
No,
about the doctor. About
he's
like
infatuated with that. He's infatuated with the alpha and being
Hey,
able
yo.
to, control with the alpha. I don't think in a very heterosexual way.
Yes.
But he also like, you start seeing like just how smart this guy is, man. Like how important he could have been, like in the previous movies if they had ran up, like if he had showed up at some point. But obviously it makes it for a better story with this. But not only was his performance amazing, bro, but like Jack O'Connell's performance, this guy's wild. And Jack O'Connell's performance too as Jimmy was crazy. Like them together, their chemistry on screen, dude. Like you just couldn't take your eyes off it. Like the dialogue was so good. Honestly, you didn't really need the zombies too much in the movie.
But
there's not a lot of zombie work in the movie.
They were a great element, though. Still, as a background of,
Yeah, like you keep. I mean, you gotta understand. Like it's a popular zombie franchise.
Yeah,
and you gotta have that element at some point throughout the film.
It was very complimenting to what was actually going on in the movie.
It complemented and it made for a better story too. Just to kind of connect just the environment that they're in. Mixed in with like some of like the issues that these guys go on. Like these guys have like personal issues going on that you like are like engaged in. Like you just like you can't just take your eyes off the screen because the dialogue is so good and you're hearing these guys, their story and just honestly the performances were just A1, bro. And I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Hey.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't something. I get the ads sometimes, and I was confused. I thought maybe it was this. I was like, are they re-releasing this? And I didn't realize it was a new movie until
so
recently.
So
and it's
good.
like, okay, well, maybe I'll go check this out.
Yeah.
So now I'm definitely going to check it out.
Yeah.
And Nia DaCosta directed it. She did the Marvels and I forgot what else she did, but she bodied this movie. Like it was A1, bro. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't even expect to enjoy it because I've never been like a huge 28 fan, but this really, for me, this was like, this took the cake, bro. Like that, I'm engaged. I want to see more like sidebar stories like that.
I still like the first 28 Years Later a little bit better than I like the Bone Temple, but it's a great compliment to continuation of that story. I mean, it just, they go together.
I wasn't crazy about 28 Years Later.
Yes.
So when this came out, I was like, I wasn't crazy about 28 Years Later.
Yeah, because 28 years later, they kind of got us. We thought we were gonna get Aaron Taylor Johnson or whatever. Like we thought we were gonna have him the whole movie. He was probably in it maybe about 10 minutes.
Well, because he had to do that Craven movie, bro.
But it's like
to catch that
the only
scene
reason
check.
why I didn't like, not that I didn't like it, but it was marketed one way. And don't get me wrong, the story with the kid and the mother, and then him kind of becoming a man and him going out on his own, him learning, and love that part of it. But like, I just felt like it was a bit too far-fetched for me having this kid go out into the zombie world the first time, and then all of a sudden this kid's like this savant at being a zombie killer. Like it was just a little far-fetched for me. So like I love the doctor part of it, which is why I'm so interested in the Bone Temple, because everybody thinks this doctor's crazy and he ends up being the smartest person in this world, essentially. And I mean, I'm not gonna ask because I don't want to ruin it, but what I'm guessing is that this doctor is probably on the cusp of maybe finding a cure or getting close to it or something along those lines.
You'll see. And just as a little tidbit, if you're a fan of all the movies, there is a little connection at the
Callback.
end. A little connection. That's all I will say. Okay, so I enjoyed it. Joey enjoyed it. I think
I'm
you
gonna
guys
watch
enjoyed
it. I think I'm gonna watch it.
We got a round of applause at the screening.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Especially
Okay,
for
so I'm gonna go to the theater and watch it. I got AMC subs Who should come and sponsor us?
Was the round of applause for the movie or the dick?
But,
For the movie.
That's gonna be on the audio, Rich.
For
You
just
know that
Ralph's,
Yeah.
audio.
just Ralph's finances performance, it's worth it because he was just amazing.
Did it get a standing O? All right, that's my last penis joke. Okay.
Clip it. Joey's ignoring you. He has you on mute. He's like, what?
Nah, he's playing video games.
Oh, is he?
I know that face.
Speaking of dystopian futures,
My man is sitting up in his seat, getting ready to lock in.
dystopian futures, Fallout.
Oh, and before
I know
we
it's Fallout time.
Before we do Fallout, Joey, give us your another movie.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you got to talk about Primate.
I saw Primate.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because I was just looking at the weekend, on the weekend, over the weekend, I saw the trailer for it, and Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 92%.
Yeah, people like it apparently.
Wow.
People like it. I mean, it's kind of like your typical. It's a typical horror thriller. I don't want to spoil anything because I know Tarek wants to see this movie.
Yeah, don't spoil anything.
I will say it's enjoyable. It's a very fast paced. It gets right to the point. I learned a lot of things. I learned something new about Hawaii, but I won't say it because it's detrimental to the whole story. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I think that's why people love it so much. It's just it gets right to the point. It's very gory. Like a lot of the scenes are really cringy from what like the Primate actually does when he's murdering people. How he it's an interesting story as to how he becomes so violent. I thought it was and chimps as pets. You should never have that.
Don't do that.
But
Don't do that.
the chimp was actually, but he is actually like one of those like remember Congo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They were like doing like
sign language,
doing the sign language things. She had a little.
Andy.
She could talk on her little handset.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same situation going on here with that. It's just fun, dumb horror. You know what I mean? For an hour and a half. And it's my only drawback, what I didn't like about it, because I couldn't find anything I didn't like about it, because I know what I'm getting myself into. I know I'm watching this movie. I didn't like how like dark it was. Like it was super dark. Like the theater's
like
already
color
dark.
Color dark?
Yeah, like the screen was dark. Like I'm just like squinting. I'm like, yo, what's happening? And I think that's what made it kind of creepy, because it's like the theater's already dark, and then like it just kind of blended in with the, you know what I'm saying?
You can't light up a fake ape. I'm sure.
That's another thing too.
That's what happens when you hit 40, Joey. You need the readers. Everything's too dark. You need to make the phone
I think they
brighter
pull.
and
I did think the Primate was pulling back a couple punches though. There's a couple scenes. I thought he was, because he was like he was trying to figure out whether he wanted to be a good ape or not. At times, and it's like, bro, like, yeah, like there was a couple times where that damn monkey was like he was about to go crazy on somebody, and then he just like stops.
Joey said he could have hurt him more.
And he could have did some damage. Like we could have saw something crazy, but like he pulled that monkey was pulling his punches, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have made it a lot more interesting if he did. Because like the way some people died, I expected it to be like that's how they're gonna die.
That's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? Like I expected a lot more from that monkey, man. But there was two creepy ass scenes from that flick though. But that you'll see, and it's obviously like you can feel like the tension building that this monkey's gonna go crazy on this person, bro.
Does it have anything to do with penis too?
No penis.
No monkey penis is great.
Come on, dog. We gotta do better as a people, man.
But
going on in the world.
I thought the characters were interesting. There's one in particular that's like he's deaf, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Okay.
So
this is
It's a decent movie. It's definitely something.
What you gonna see first,
It's
Terry?
something to watch.
28 years later, Bone Temple or Primate?
I'm probably gonna see Primate first.
Oh,
to be honest.
damn.
That's
And
crazy.
Daisy Ridley has a horror film out too about zombies
Really?
that
What's the
I
name
will
of that?
probably see. That movie is called. Let me just look it up. You know, it's crazy because I have tickets to it. I still don't know it.
You don't know the name of it.
Daisy
But I started
Ridley.
advertising.
What is it called?
The algorithms got me.
Algorithms got you.
It's called. Well, why isn't that up here? We Bury the Dead.
Oh.
Oh,
I
I
think I saw
did
something
see
about
that.
You saw
Oh,
that
I didn't
already?
hear about that.
No. I saw, like, I want to see that. I saw the
Yeah, I think
trailer
it's
for
one of
that.
those. I think it's one of those movies that was delayed due to the strike, and now it's coming back out. So,
Oh, speaking of zombie movies, well, we just talked about it. Bone Temple is a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes.
okay,
Who
that's good.
will win in a fight, Joey? Cocaine Bear or Primate?
Damn, bro. But see, Cocaine Bear, his high comes down. He needs cocaine in order to function and be aggressive the way he is. The way this monkey gets aggressive is by something that doesn't happen in Hawaii. And he's just stuck that way. And there's no way to like tame this monkey. So I would say the monkey gonna go crazy on the bear.
Wow.
Joey, just for the record, it's disrespectful to call an ape a monkey. Monkeys have tails. This is a highly evolved.
Listen, man. This ain't National Geographics. Okay? It's a podcast.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Listen,
As
ain't no
we
way
move
that
on.
monkey. Ain't no way that monkey, quote unquote, is beating that bear. I don't give a damn. Cocaine Bear was out of control. Cocaine Bear was on one, dog. Ain't
So
no
you
way.
got your money's
Cocaine
on
Bear,
Cocaine Bear?
cocaine. If Cocaine Bear doesn't have cocaine, he can't be Cocaine Bear.
Yeah,
Your
that's
money's
true.
on Cocaine
The
Bear?
Primate was already
Yeah.
a primate.
Well, I've seen Coco.
Well, he wasn't. He got
Bear.
fucked up, and it's just like it's like getting bit by a vampire. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way. But the vampire is not in Primate. Don't get
When
that
I was
twisted.
a kid, there was this movie called Link, and I don't know if a lot of people remember this movie, and it frightened the hell out of me
What was the
because
name?
it was the same story. It was like someone like adopted a baby chimp,
Uh-huh.
and the chimp got like very very aggressive, and it was called Link, and it was like hunting them through the house.
Oh,
And
snap. I think I
It
remember
messed
that.
my mind up for the rest of my life. So when Primate came out, I was like, yeah, we need to reevaluate this. Was I just a bitch?
All I know is when people tell me that they got a pet monkey, I'm like, yeah, that's good, fam. I won't come over.
Yeah,
throwing
Yes.
doo-doo at you.
Yeah.
There was a lot of monkey fear in the 80s.
And they can maul you, bro, like and really like mess up
Yeah.
your face. Like they
Yeah.
can monkeys can fuck you up.
They could.
Yeah,
The
that's why
little joints sitting there like that, it's crawl up in your face.
DC Comics focuses on apes. If you notice, they got,
Gorilla Grodd.
they got
Yeah,
Grodd.
all that.
You know what I mean? They got the ultra humanoid. They got all types of crazy apes.
Rich, can you believe it? While you're rebooting, we're still talking about the monkeys.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Primate is not in my top 5 primates of all time.
Yeah,
It
you
has
got to
to
throw
be-
the primates. You got to throw the primates into 28 years later, and then see how that goes.
Scariest primates on film. The top 1 is the outbreak monkey.
Yo, real talk. They couldn't find that little bastard.
That's probably the scariest chimp on film ever.
Yeah.
It is.
And Dustin Hoffman's love made him find that monkey.
That's true.
Yeah, that's real talk.
Let's talk about the other last thing. One of the last things that we're going to talk about today. The Fallout TV show, season 2, episode 4 dropped. Episode 5 will be when is it? Tomorrow?
Right? Yeah, in a couple hours,
A couple
few
hours,
hours, I guess.
Interesting. Why is it that I feel like what's the name of the the character, the main character that's in the on the show. I forgot her name now.
Well, I can't tell you who the main character is because they kind of go around
Yeah,
everybody.
but she's like the main
Lucy.
Lucy. Yeah, there you go, Lucy. I feel like Lucy just doesn't learn that her way that she thinks it does not working in the wasteland. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's what the whole show is about. Is the fact that she was so sheltered her whole
Yeah,
life, and then when she comes out, she's still smarter than a lot of the
true.
people out there, the majority of the people, which helps her. But her gullibleness, I guess you could call it,
Yeah, but it
or
continues, man. Like she's been like through some traumatic stuff, like almost killed by every almost anything and everything that you can encounter in the video game so far. You know what I mean? And
Right.
and
still, she still holds on to this gullibleness. You know,
yeah, but we see Macaulay Culkin in
kind of annoying.
this. We also get a
Yeah.
callback in this episode to one of the Fallout's video games,
Hmm.
Legion,
Yeah.
which is a callback to the video game. Also she also shows a little bit of like how much she like history she knows
Right.
about people because she talks about them. Oh yeah, and the times and the different things, the nuances of the Romans and Caesar's legion, and them talking about Caesar and all that.
Mm.
I do love how they continue to call back to the video game because, I mean, let's be real. The biggest reason why this franchise right here is doing so well is because of the cult following that it has for the video game.
That's
For
true.
sure.
But the show has done a phenomenal job, not only being its own thing and having its own identity, but also uh, calling back to the things that has made this franchise so popular with the video
Like
games.
even my son's been watching the show and he's been like that. He's like, "Pops, there's video games for this." And I said, "Yeah, I played already a couple of them. They're in my PlayStation library. Just download them." He's like,
Mm.
"Oh, I think I'm gonna download them and run them, run through them, you know." Because he's like, I really like the universe, the lore and shit. I was like, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
man,
no,
play
the
it.
lore is actually good
Especially
with the
Fallout
Brotherhood and
4 is a great video game.
yeah, the lore with the Brotherhood and the ghouls
Hmm.
and the people in the capsules. I want to call them capsules or caves. I
Right.
don't have the word right now.
Capsule
Yeah,
or the bunker.
the bunkers. Yeah, the bunkers with the different numbers and the AI
Hmm.
going on and the resistance. It makes me more interested in the video game. I'm with you. It makes me more interested in the
Yeah,
video
man.
game.
And
Um,
I haven't played New Vegas yet, and 76. I have it on my queue. I downloaded it, I already installed it. I just haven't started playing it yet. But I need to play
yeah,
those. 'Cause I've done
maybe,
Fallout 3, Fallout 4, the original Fallout on the PC, all that stuff.
maybe they're getting this right. I mean, maybe they're like starting. I mean, I watched Twisted Metal. I know a lot of people didn't watch Twisted Metal, but
Hmm.
Twisted Metal ended up being pretty good, and they're getting more seasons.
Yeah.
Maybe they're finally fixing this. Maybe it was never meant to be movies, because I know they try to do the Tomb Raider movies. I guess they
Hmm.
did okay, and they tried to remake it, and then they did the what's the one with Tom
They're trying to
Holland?
do. They're trying to do the Tomb Raider movies again.
Yeah, they're gonna do Tomb Raider movie. Yeah,
You're talking about Uncharted.
Uncharted. Like I never did see Uncharted,
It was.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
I
Uncharted was a little
liked it.
weak.
It wasn't bad. I didn't think it
Yeah.
was that bad though.
It wasn't that bad. It just
It
wasn't
wasn't
like.
great, but it wasn't bad. I would have
Honestly,
definitely loved to see a
I
sequel.
hate to say it. Mark Wahlberg kind of ruined it for me because his character I felt like was supposed to be a little bit older, a little bit more of a mentor
Hmm.
kind of deal. I mean, the movie was still decent to me,
Yeah.
but going back to Fallout, man, I think they're doing a phenomenal job with it. Prime, these premium subscriptions, man, they're doing it when it comes to HBO Prime. They know how to get these shows going, and not even just that, they do not like they spend all their money, whether it be effects, castings, whatever. We got Macaulay Culkin in Legion, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
so we're seeing a lot. But to go back, I'm loving the main character to me is still Lucy McLean,
Hmm.
and her trying to figure out why her dad is being such a weirdo and killing everybody. I think that's the main plot line. But what I love about this show is that I say that is the main plot line, but there's like 5 different
There's a
plots
lot,
that you have to
and the
follow.
video game is the same way. The video
Yeah.
game is wild like that. Like there's a whole bunch of plot thing going on.
Mhm.
Your
Like you're
boy
following
though.
the Brotherhood, you're following the Ghoul,
Mm-hmm.
you're following Lucy, you're
Right.
following the father.
Yep.
You have so many things going on at once.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're expanding it by bringing in Legion and all these different factions.
Right.
And so all the dangers of the Fallout world,
Mm-hmm.
like we're seeing it, and it's kind of, I like how they're unfolding this world, but
Yeah.
not even just that. The whole, to me, the most interesting storyline to me is the Ghoul storyline, because
It is.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the storyline that's gonna tell us how everything came to be with this Fallout.
I want to touch on that because we get that flashback of him serving in the army, in, I guess World War III or whatever. He's fighting in Alaska, and we get a reveal, which is also a lore reveal for Fallout. Period, because the bombs haven't dropped yet. So he, spoiler alert. There's a spoiler for Fallout episode 4, I believe. So season 2. So if you're not into that, I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. All right, cool. Um, he encounters a death claw, which if you play the video game, the death claw is the most vicious of random character you fight in the wasteland. You need to have the Brotherhood armor, power armor, to survive those engagements, and really good weapons to survive. If not, you're not getting past not even past one death claw. Sometimes you got to fight 2 to 5 of them. You know what I mean? So they save them. They save those encounters for later on. As you
Who
progress
got
through the game.
audio playing?
Do I have audio? No, I don't know who's playing audio. I just thought it was really interesting that the Death Claw was already it already existed. Not even the Chinese army knew that they got murked by in that whole scene. So I thought it was very interesting. They're kind of like playing around with the Fallout lore, and expanding on it with little things like that. We all assumed Deathclaw was just a creature of the wasteland caused by the nuclear fallout. There's a mutation, but apparently that those creatures existed at least in Alaska.
Yeah. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
It was interesting to me, regardless, because of the Ghoul. Like Rich was saying, the Ghoul story is interesting. Is one of the most interesting to me. Like I don't know who the star is, who the focus is, but the Ghoul story is definitely pulling me in more, like as more interesting. But then they ramped up, not to spoil, but they ramped up Maximus'
Yeah,
story.
yeah. Talk about Maximus too. He grew a pair.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
then he kind of like there's a little bit of character development. He kind of slinked back into this previous Maximus posture, where he kind of thought about his actions and then didn't follow through, and
Yeah.
kind of
Cool.
the plot kind of like evolved in a way that he didn't want.
Listen, the thing that you have to understand is that Fallout, as far as main games, has 6 main games. And they probably have like, I think 12 games in all, including all the spin-offs and everything like that. So when it comes to Fallout, there's a whole lot of lore that goes into this. I just like how they're sprinkling it in there. And
Right.
and you could have this go on for seasons if you want to.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
I'm enjoying the speed that what they're going with, and I like how close that they're keeping it to the video game, but also making it their own.
Yeah. But now there's a big civil war against the factions now.
The Brotherhood,
The Brotherhood,
yeah.
and because of what Maximus did or didn't do, maybe you know what I mean, because he had opportunity to kill his mentor, his Brotherhood mentor, and he didn't take that opportunity. So, isn't there's a lot of moving parts to the show, but it doesn't feel like it's disjointed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You still feel you're in this universe and you're following everybody, and
Yeah.
everybody's still, there's like this underlying plot that hasn't quite evolved up yet to be, in our face yet, but it's like bubbling at the surface,
Yeah.
like everybody's narrative I feel like everybody's narrative is going to combine. You know what I mean? At some point.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to Prime for
Yeah,
continuing their programming and dropping that thing on Wednesday. They drop it on Wednesday, like
they do.
early in the week.
I was like, man, I want to watch it all already, man. Let's drop all damn episodes.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So kudos to them. I'm waiting for HBO to get back into the mix.
Yeah.
You know, for my Sundays to have something to watch. But
Good segue, because talking about HBO, we got to talk about really quickly the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, which premieres this Sunday.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
there you go. We got something new to watch.
Oh, that is this weekend.
yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, I just trust them. At this point, I just trust HBO.
My wife was like, there's a new Game of Thrones show coming.
I don't know a whole lot
you know
about
what
the
it's called?
story.
I was like, yeah, I do.
I'm
Well,
almost
so
happy
so
that I don't.
yeah, so this story, the story of the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, is supposed to be about Dunk the Tall.
Hmm.
If you go back into Game of Thrones, um, when what's the really bad little kid's name that was the king?
Joffrey.
When
Joffrey.
Joffrey was king, he makes a little he mentions Dunk the Tall in the books, because they talk about him in the books, and they talk about the knights being written in the books. And Dunk the Tall has 4 pages written about him, which means he has a whole lot of story behind him.
Wow.
So Knights of the Seven Kingdoms follows him, and his squire to be, which is Egg. And it starts off as a weird interaction between these two, where Dunk thinks he's a thief, but then he ends up seeing a little bit of his younger self in him, so he, I believe, makes him his squire. And this story follows them two, and also a whole band of misfits that they end up finding along the way, and how he becomes a knight of the Seven Kingdoms, and this huge story, which takes 4 pages in the big book that they have. So, um, this I don't really have a lot of information on it, but I mean, like you said, I trust HBO at this point. I trust Game of Thrones, and I just I just want to see how this all fits into the story,
Yeah.
and the tale of Ice and Fire and all that.
There's a YouTube channel that always does like recaps or Shift Alt X, something like that. He always does really good recaps on Game of Thrones
Mhm.
uh, shows since the beginning, all the seasons, and even House of Dragon. He goes in depth, and I really recommend it, especially after an episode, you want to catch all the Easter eggs and
And they say you don't have to watch any of the other Game of Thrones or House
no,
of the Dragons to understand this story. You could walk in and go right into this story not knowing anything, and you're still going to be interested.
yeah.
But you'd probably be more interested if you're invested like I am.
Yeah, I think this is like 70 or 80 years before
I
anything
think
in
it's
Game of Thrones.
let
Maybe
me
even
see.
longer.
I think it's like 100 and something years
Yeah,
before. I could be wrong though.
Something like that.
yeah, maybe like 100 something years.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's set almost 100 years before the events depicted in Game of Thrones. So 100 years before the Dance of Ice and Fire.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it, man. I can't wait to watch that Sunday. That's it for all the things that I want to talk about. Unless I'm forgetting something, anybody wants to bring up something before we wrap it up?
I think we kind of hit everything. Oh,
You got anything, Joey?
I'm good.
I There was a interview with on the Happy Sad Confused podcast. If we have any Hunger Games fans, there's a Hunger Games that's going to be coming out, Sunrise of the Reaping, which is supposed to be a prequel. But Jennifer Lawrence kind of hinted in this podcast that there is some involvement. Her and PETA should be in this movie. So we'll see what happens.
Interesting.
I'm not sure how that works out with it being a prequel, because we haven't seen her since the Mockingjay Part 2,
Yeah.
which is But I mean, honestly, kind of makes it a little bit more interesting. It makes me want to watch the movie a little bit more because the last prequel was to me.
Yeah.
I haven't. I need to catch up on all that stuff.
Maybe
I'm
not.
way behind.
Maybe
Or
not.
maybe
Speed.
not.
Maybe we just let this
Maybe
go.
just let it go.
They're
I'll watch
not bad,
other things.
honestly.
Not bad. No.
They're not bad at all. Like
Yeah.
they're all good. They're not bad.
Okay.
The
Well,
last one is just like kind of like they just took everything from the Hunger Games and they remixed it as a prequel.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Let's wrap it up, shall we? A reminder that Wonder Man drops January 27th. Get ready for that. Okay. You know,
All episodes too.
All episodes, yeah. Yeah.
Oof.
Not like Prime. But let everyone know they can follow you that's listening to the audio version of this, Mr. Tarek Lewis.
The Tarek Lewis, Tarik, at Instagram and also on YouTube.
Mr. Joey Franchise.
You can hit me up on socials at Joey Franchise.
And Rich Ortiz.
Richie_Ortiz on Instagram, X, Twitch, Kick, anywhere you can find me.
There you go. You can follow me at DJ Speedy JR on the socials. Follow the show, Geek Culture Congress. Find us on Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel where we go live and be part of the conversation. Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At least around that time, we try and be.
We try to be consistent.
Consistent, yeah. Sometimes it's hard, but we try. So go subscribe over there, Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel. If you just want to consume the audio version of this, by all means, look for the Geek Culture Congress podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. And thank you so much for everybody watching this on the replay. Thank you so much for watching this. Also listening to this on that podcast feed. Thank you so much for joining us. Follow us, okay? Find us on Facebook, Speedy's Multiverse. Also, the show Geek Culture Congress on Instagram. 3 words, okay? Have a good one, everybody. Be safe. Next week, we'll probably have another teaser trailer, right?
We'll fall out.
What if there's like 10 teaser trailers, guys?
I don't think we'll get one next week. From what I see, we've been getting like 2 a month. So I think we might be great for this month. I think we'll get it right in the beginning of next month.
I feel like Joey's going to be on a teaser trailers. He hasn't been telling. He's playing somebody. He's playing Eros or somebody like that. He hasn't said anything.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good one. Next week. Next week, I want Rich and Tarek to tell me about 28 years later, the Bone Temple. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to watch Primate first, though.
All right, we'll watch Primate too and tell us about that too.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good one, everybody. Be safe.
Peace.
I don't want to see penis.
No, well, it's part of the experience.
You're going to see it in Primate also.
Allegedly.